Why does work always seem to take longer than it should? If you've ever felt this way, you're experiencing Parkinson's law. We're going to explore this common productivity paradox and give you the tools to overcome it. Have you ever been given a week for an assignment only to complete it on the final night? But when the time is cut short, you finish much faster. Why the difference? This phenomenon has a name, and it's a famous concept in productivity known as Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law states, work expands to fill the time available for its completion. If you allocate 7 days to a task, whether consciously or unconsciously, your brain will utilize all 7 days. If you give yourself a generous deadline, your work will naturally stretch to fill that entire period. It's human nature. This law isn't just for big projects. It applies to simple tasks in your daily life. Cleaning your room usually takes 30 minutes. But if unexpected relatives arrive in 10 minutes, you suddenly become the fastest cleaner alive. That artificial pressure works wonders. The same pattern applies to everything. Answering emails, completing assignments, even achieving your gym goals. The time you give dictates the time you take. Let's look at where this observation comes from and why your brain works this way. British historian Cyril Northcote Parkinson first introduced this concept in 1955 after observing how bureaucracy and work expanded regardless of actual workload. When deadlines are far away, your brain opts for comfort. It thinks, I have plenty of time, leading to procrastination through social media, Netflix, and scrolling. Then, suddenly, panic sets in. While procrastination is the danger, sometimes extreme pressure can create laser-like focus. Short deadlines force your brain into intense focus. There's less time for overthinking or perfectionism and more time for actual execution. This is why you study faster right before an exam. However, constantly living in emergency mode creates major stress, poor quality work, burnout, and anxiety. This is not a sustainable path to success. The good news is, you can harness the power of pressure without the panic. Here's how to beat Parkinson's law. The key strategy is to use artificial deadlines. If you have 7 days, pretend you only have 2. Force urgency before the real panic arrives. Break large tasks into smaller, manageable chunks with shorter deadlines. Use a timer or a productivity app like the Pomodoro technique to structure focused work blocks. It's time to change your perspective on how you approach your work. Your task doesn't need as much time as you think. What it really needs is less distraction and more focused effort. Remember, shorter focused deadlines create faster, more effective action. That is the power of understanding Parkinson's law.